Hyundai have given us an early birthday present. The new 2024 Hyundai Kona has been revealed. And somehow, once again, Hyundai have managed to make this family compact SUV look absolutely stunning. One thing to note right away is the viability of specifications described in this video and images may vary by trim and of course region, market, etc. But with that being said, let's get right into the video. Hyundai described this as an urban-centric SUV with included EV variant technology-led design. What I read this as is that the car has been designed from the ground up to be an EV, and then everything that's ICE or internal combustion engine has been done after the fact. This is a little bit different to how multi-variations of cars normally go. Normally you design the ICE car first and then the EV comes afterwards being slotted in, but being the ground up from an EV is actually a really awesome thing. And as I read on, guess what? That's exactly what they did. According to Hyundai, this car is going to have 4 variations. This will include EV, ICE, hybrid electric vehicle and a sporty N-line to share universal architecture, but each with its own unique styling. I find it interesting that they separated out the N-line from the rest of it. Can't wait to see what that's going to look like. But personally, I'm most excited for the Kona EV. The old Kona EV, and you can check that video out at the end of the video, or you can actually click the link in the top right hand corner right now if you want to see it now, was a absolutely fantastic car. It looked good, it drove well, and it had great range and was super affordable. I actually was able to use that one for around about a week and really enjoyed it. We know the car is going to be a little bigger this time around. Hyundai mentioned that they have upscaled the Kona and a total redesign of the interior with what they call a versatile living space that serves both practical and aesthetic needs. Sorry, I do apologize, I'm losing my voice. I've got the lurgy that's going around. Before we get into the exact quotes from Hyundai, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, because it helps us out massively and I'll bring you more news in the future. It's free and you can unsubscribe at any time. Right, let's get into it. Hyundai have actually given us exact dimensions. Here's a direct quote from them. The all-new Kona has evolved into a larger yet still urban-centric SUV with bolder styling that conveys a more dynamic road presence and driver-centric interior. To provide maximized living space for customers, the all-new model grew to 4,355 millimeters in length, which is 150 millimeters longer than the previous generation. Based on the EV variant, it also gained a 25mm in width and a 60mm in wheelbase length compared to the outgoing model, without losing any of its iconic design identity. I completely and absolutely agree. It really hasn't lost anything in way of design. It looks stunning. 15 centimeters in length is quite a nice little jump. There's a lot more with modern technology that they can do with 15 centimeters. Don't forget things like door pillars shrinking as well. That 15 centimeters is going to make quite a bit of difference. And while 6 centimeters doesn't exactly sound like a large amount for an increase in wheelbase, that will actually make a huge difference on the road. The car should be more comfortable, deal with bumps better. Not that the old car wasn't comfortable, but now it should be even more so. It also could be used to fit more rows of batteries as well, perhaps extending the range, but we don't know this yet. They even talk about the design of the EV first. Quote, "Unlike most vehicles that are made available with a variety of powertrains, the Kona started with the EV variant design, which was then adapted for the ICE, hybrid electric vehicle, and N-line models. This unconventional approach allowed Hyundai to bring a tech-centric design thinking to all Kona variants. Despite the shared architecture, ICE, EV, HEV, and sporty N-line models has distinctive futuristic styling. It's also clear from the pictures that they have released that the pixel digital design is indeed going to be coming back again. I really look forward to this being part of Hyundai's lineup for the rest of their vehicles. It's so modern and so crisp. By the time Hyundai finished, they're going to have a stellar lineup of cyberpunk-looking cars. The Ioniq 5 is nearly 2 years old now, and it still looks fresh on the road every day. I really genuinely enjoy this styling. It looks fantastic. Hyundai have also mentioned variations of styling between the models as well. Quote, "There are several styling variations between the powertrain variants. The EV gets pixel graphic design details on the intake grille and rear bumper, a pixelated inspired 19-inch alloy wheel design, black embracing line and optional black side mirrors and roof. The ICE and HEV share a bold and rugged bumper, skid plate design, and black wheel arch cladding. The N-line boasts optimal black side mirrors and roof, wing-type spoiler, more aggressive front and rear designs with wing-shaped bumper to emphasize a lower stance, distinctive 19-inch alloy wheels, twin muffler, and side skirt." Can you remember when 19-inch wheels used to be absolutely massive? Now we're talking 22s, 23s, 24s are massive. I'm glad that we've got bigger wheels. It always makes a car look way more imposing. My personal favorite part of this design, though, has to be the interior. Hyundai have described this as a living space, and I can certainly see that's what they have been designing it around. I mean, look at this. It is absolutely fantastic. It's got dual 12.3 widescreen displays and a floating module as well. Of course, this car will have ambient lighting and cubby holes galore. Just looking at the sketches, and while I can't confirm this, it does of course look like we're going to be getting things like dual zone climate control, a wireless charging pad, keyless start, and if any of Hyundai's other offerings are to go by, we're going to have things like radar guided cruise control, a 360 style drone camera, and 5 years worth of warranty too. There's no rumor yet on price. The car is getting bigger, so the car may increase in price, but then you are getting a bigger car. So is the way of life. But the important thing is what extra features are you going to be getting if the price does increase? Of course, again, this is all speculation, and I can't wait to find out. Don't forget to watch the previous Kona video on screen right now and subscribe to stay notified. See you next time.